Hello everyone, welcome to one more session of Science with me. So let's start a new topic today. The topic is skeletal system and nervous system. So here before starting with the topic, let's discuss the basic of the system. How these systems are made. Okay, so how these systems are made. So you know about the cells. So children, cells are the building blocks of our body, and cells together form a tissue. And when different tissues come together, group together, they form an organ. And when different organ group together and they perform a particular task or particular functions in a body, so these organs together they form an organ system. And when these organ systems group together, they form an organism, or you can say a human body. So this way a human body or an organism is made. Now after that, as you can see here, a few organ systems names are written here. So let's see what are these organ systems. So children, now when talk about these 8 organ systems, children, in class 3 you all have studied about the general names of these systems and what does this system consist of. And children, in class 4 you have studied about the circulatory system and excretory system in detail. And now in class 5 we are going to explain a detail about the skeletal system and nervous system. So let's see what these different systems consist of. So first, skeletal system. Okay, so children, you know skeletal system, a body is made up of bones. They are very hard, the bones are very hard, and all bones join together to form a skeleton. So the skeleton gives shape to a body, and children, we are able to stand straight and walk due to a skeleton. So bones also protect a soft organs like the heart, the brain and lungs. And children, a skeletal system consists of 206 bones, right? Now moving to the next one, that is a muscular system. Okay, so when we're talking about the muscular system, children, see all our muscles together form the muscular system. Okay, these muscles cover the skeleton. They are attached to the bones. When muscles move, they pull the bone. Okay, and you use both your muscles and bones to move, right? So muscles helps to move the different parts of a body, and there are more than 600 muscles in a body. How many muscles are there? There are more than 600 muscles are there in a body, right? Now next one is the nervous system. Okay, so children, when we're talking about the nervous system, see what does the nervous system consist? The nervous system consists the brain, the spinal cord and the nerves. They makes a nervous system. Okay, and the brain gives order to different parts of a body. It has nerves that take this order to muscles, bones and other body part. Okay, and the spinal cord is connect all nerves of the body to the brain, right? Now the next one is the reproductive system. Okay, so when we're talking about the reproductive system, see, reproductive systems means they produce what they reproduce. Okay, they reproduce the babies of their own kind. Okay, now next is the digestive system. Okay, so children, when we're talking about the digestive system, see here what happens. The food that we eat that get digested in a body. So the process of changing food into substances that a body can use is called the digestion. And the organs that help us to do this, they form the digestive system. Okay, now the next one is the circulatory system. Okay, so the circulatory system, children, circulatory systems consist of heart, blood and the blood vessels. Children, the heart is located in a chest and many thin tubes come out of the heart, and these are called the blood vessels. So when the heart pumps the blood into these blood vessels, these blood vessels then carry the blood to all parts of the body, right? So these are also some blood vessels that carry blood to the heart. Okay, so the circulatory system consists of the heart, blood, and the blood vessels, right? Now moving to the excretory system. See, now children, when we're talking about the excretory system, okay, that reproductive system, I told you, they reproduce. They in reproductive system, what's happened? They reproduce the babies of their own kind. Okay. Now, when we're talking about the excretory system, see, our body produces a lot of waste material, okay, and which are harmful for the body. So it must be removed, right? So this is done with the help of the kidney, lungs, and skins. Okay, so these form the excretory system, right? Now, in this way, now children, we are going to learn in detail about the skeletal system, right? Now children, the skeletal system we are going to learn in detail. So, the skeletal system is a framework of bones, also called skeleton. You know children, the skeleton is a framework of bones, you know, that provides protection, give the body proper shape, and helps in the movement, right? And you know children, there are 206 bones in an adult human skeleton. The human skeleton is divided into the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton includes the vertebral column, the rib cage, the skull, okay, and the skeleton give shape and support to a body, right? It protects the soft internal organs, like the skull protects the brain, the rib cage protects the heart and lungs. Okay, now the skull. So children, when we're talking about the skull, you know, the skull protects the brain, right? And the skull of an adult human being generally contains 22 bones. Okay, all bones in the skull are fixed except the lower jaw, right? The movable lower jaw enable us to walk and eat. The upper and the lower jaws have a teeth. Okay, so skull protect the brain, generally contains 22 bones, and all bones in the skull are fixed except the lower jaw, right? Okay, now the second one is rib cage, right? So children, ribs are thin and curved bones that form a cage in the chest, okay, called the rib cage. So ribs are thin and curved bones that form a cage in the chest called the rib cage. The rib cage protect our heart and lungs. Children, in humans there are normally 12 pairs of ribs. The first 7 pairs are attached directly to the sternum by costal cartilage and are called a true ribs. The 8th, 9th and the 10th pair are false ribs. Do not join the sternum directly but are connected to the 7th ribs by cartilage, right? So, and children, you know, the last 2 pairs of ribs are called floating ribs. These only attach to your spine, and your ribs form a protective cage that encloses many of your delicate internal organs such as your heart and lungs. Okay, so ribs are thin and curved bones that form a cage in the chest that called a rib cage, right? So the rib cage, what the rib cage protect? It protects our internal organs that are our heart and lungs. So there is a, children, you see at the diagram a long bone at the center of the chest that is called a sternum, right? That hold the ribs from the front, and the ribs are also attached to the backbone at the back. So the last 2 pair of ribs are not attached to the sternum, and so they are called the floating ribs, right? So children, the third one is the backbone or spines. Okay, so the backbone protects the spinal cord and it is made up of 33 small bones called vertebrae. Okay, the backbone is also called the vertebral column, right? So it forms the main axis of the skeleton, and it is made up of 33 small bones called vertebra, and these vertebra join together to form a strong column. Okay, that is a strong column is the backbone. Okay, that called the spines, or you can say vertebral column. Okay, and it is a flexible and protect the spinal cord. Children, you know the backbone protects the spinal cord, and it is made up of 33 small bones called vertebra. So the backbone is also called the vertebral column. Okay, children, your spines or backbone is your body's central support structure, right? And it connects the different parts of your musculoskeletal system, right? Your spines help, children, you know your spines only helps you to sit, stand, walk, twist and bend. So backbone, this back injuries, spinal cord conditions and other problems can damage the spine and cause a back pain. Okay children, now we're talking about the fourth is limbs. So children, you know we have two pairs of limbs. The upper limbs, you can say that is arms, and the lower limbs, that is your limbs. Okay, so children, when we are talking about the upper limb, see upper limbs, that four limbs or arms, it is attached to the shoulder girdle or pectoral girdle, right? So the upper limbs has two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. So the upper arm is made up of a single bone called humerus. Okay, and it is the longest bone, and this radius and the ulna is the small bones. Okay, these two, and it is joined at the elbow to the pair of bones that forms a lower arm. So a number of small bones, see these two are the small bones. Okay, radius and the ulna. Okay, a number of small bones forms the hand which is attached to the lower arm. Okay, so the upper limbs have two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. The upper arm is made up of a single bone called humerus. It is joined at the elbow to a pair of bones that form a lower arm. Okay, so a number of small bones that forms the hand which is attached to the lower arm. Now talking about the lower limbs. See children, the lower limbs also have two parts, the upper leg and the lower leg. Okay, so the upper leg is made up of a single bone that is called the femur, and you know children, this is the longest bone in a body. Okay, and it is also called this femur, or you can say a thigh bone. Okay, now it is the longest bone in the human body. So the lower leg is made up of two bones that join the femur at the knee. So the longest bone is called a femur, or you can say a thigh bone, and this tibia and the fibula are the smallest bone. Okay, so the lower leg is made up of two bones that join the femur at the knee. The feet are made up of a different of small bones. So the limbs, we have two pairs of limbs, the upper limbs and the lower limbs. The upper limb is your arms, okay, and the lower limbs is your lungs. So the upper limbs have two parts, okay, the upper arm and the lower arm, okay, and the lower limbs, it also have a two part, the upper leg and the lower leg, right? Okay children, now the girdles are, girdles are ring-like bony structures, okay, and it is connecting the skull and the vertebral column to the upper and the lower limbs. And you know there are two girdles present in the human skeleton. One is the shoulder girdle and the second one is the hip girdle. Okay, so there are two girdles present in the human skeleton, the shoulder girdle and the hip girdle. Children, the shoulder girdle connects the upper limbs to the body, right, and it is made up of the collarbone and the shoulder blade, right? So and the second one, the hip girdle, when we're talking about the hip girdle connects the lower limbs to the body. So girdles are ring-like bony structures connecting the skull and the vertebral column to the upper and the lower limbs. So there are two girdles present in the human skeleton, the shoulder girdle and the hip girdle. Now the very important part, the functions of the skeletal system. Okay, so children, you know the function of the skeletal systems, what they give. First they give shape and support to our body. Okay, so the skeleton gives shape and support to our body. you know children, what will happen without skeleton? A body would be floppy. Okay, floppy is a hanging or a falling loosely, okay, like a jelly. So everybody forget about walking, okay, so we would not even be able to stand also, okay, we're not able to stand properly, okay. So different parts of the skeleton protects a soft internal organs, okay. What the skulls do? The skull protects the brain. And the second one, we talk about the rib cage. What the rib cage protect? The rib cage protects the heart and the lungs, and the backbone protects the delicate spinal cord, okay. So these are the different parts of the skeleton protects a soft internal organs. The skull protects a brain, the rib cage protects the heart and the lungs, and the backbone protects the delicate spinal cord, okay. And the see children, you know, the skeletal systems allow the movement of the different body parts, okay. It helps to move a body with the help of these muscles only, okay. The body moves. So children, many bones in a body are hollow, okay, and you know they are filled with a jelly-like substance that is called the bone marrow. So what is a bone marrow? Bone marrow is a jelly-like substance which is found inside our bones, and it helps in the formation of the red blood cells, okay. So many bones in a body are hollow. They are filled with a jelly-like substance called the bone marrow, okay, and blood cells are produced in the bone marrow, right. So what is a bone marrow? Bone marrow is a jelly-like substance found inside our bones, and it helps in the formation of the red blood cells, okay. So children, bye bye. We'll meet up with you with the second video of the same chapter, right? Okay, bye bye to everyone.